All right, the first card that shows up is the Adept of Flames. And the Adept is like the Joker, I believe, in the old tarot, flames. She says about the flames suit. As we are sparks of the divine light, prime creator, we already understand the significance of this element. It is the spark that ignites the flame of the soul, the fire within us, through which we aspire to greatness of spirit and creation. Most often in tarot decks, this suit is represented as fiery brands or branches with new buds of life exploding, yet nothing as explosive as the flame itself. I believe nothing can do it justice unless it is the flame itself represented in the keys of this inspiring suit. The suit of flames represents the fiery will, inspiration, those things that move us forward on the path of spirit. No wonder the suit is associated with the fire signs of the zodiac. Within each flame shines the passion and inspiration of possibility unfolding. That flame is within us all. It is best depicted in the words of the song, The Impossible Dream. To dream the impossible dream, to go where the brave dare not go, to follow that star no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. The suit of flames is the noble quest, the search for higher meaning to life. Their light fires us up to move toward our dreams, shine the torch for others, and raise the consciousness of all living beings as we raise our own. And that is in the card of the past. What are we coming out of in this time? The Adept is well along the path of self-discovery, having learned much about his sphere of influence, but still lacking maturity. He can be mesmerized by his own wisdom, a sign of the unresolved ego, just as he can be reflective about the deeper meaning of his field of experience. Pure energy in his suit, the flames, the Adept moves along the path of earthly experience, seeking mastery. He is passionate, at times impulsive, filled with vitality and determination to advance in his sphere of influence. Sorry. Sapphire wants to make herself known. Sapphire, baby! Hi, honey. You helping Mama with the reading? You helping? Hi, sweetheart. I love you. We're reading cards for everybody, okay? All right. Next is what is present now, what's going on right now. The Great Wheel. It is part of the major arcana, and it's so pretty. The Ouroboros around the nucleus. A new cycle begins, marked by the Great Wheel, reflecting how all reality, from the microcosm of the atom to the macrocosmic universe, is cyclical. Everything spins, everything is motion. In this key, the first of a higher octave of experience for Starseed to integrate, the seeker is shown the principles of karmic return. It symbolizes the completion of a process such as Starseed's self-discovery through the first cycle. And Celestine says, I am here too, and I help Mama. Okay. And the simultaneous beginning of yet another. It symbolizes the completion of a process, such as Starseed's self-discovery through the first cycle, and the simultaneous beginning of yet another. As we leave the Piscean age and enter boldly into the Aquarian, one cannot help but make the correlation between the depiction of the Great Wheel and this great shift of ages, which I've talked about in my previous video a little bit about the all the light pouring in the planet right now and showing all the crap that has been hidden for so long. Anyway, a time that has drawn so many starseeds to Earth to take part in its monumental and transformational awakening for all conscious beings of the realm. The wheel is encircled by the Ouroboros, an ancient mythical symbol of the snake eating its own tail, a symbol of eternity and the continual renewal of life, transformation, and rebirth. The Great Wheel bears the number 10, the first number in the tarot to have 2 digits, considered a perfect number in mathematical terms. An aspect of good fortune depicted in the traditional tarot symbolism is inherent in this key, which implies the wheel is turning for the querent. The old is giving way to the new. A new cycle has begun. Are you okay, Celestine? It's all right, since he's just messing around. It's okay, sweetie. Never a dull moment. Okay, anyway, back to this. The great wheel beer. Okay, where was I? The old is giving way to the new. A new cycle has begun. It can imply movement after the silent reflection of the previous key. It gives a sense that change or evolution is already underway, which we are obviously seeing right now. I mean, come on. Okay, always reminding us of the principles of karma. It says, what goes around comes around. If the charioteer has used right mind in his race toward his goal, the wheel will turn for him, unfolding his rewards and propelling him to a higher octave of experience, challenge, and awakening. The seeker... Okay, we'll skip the questions about the card. Okay, the next card is beautiful. The Nine of Chalices. And, let's see. Obviously, it's what we are moving toward. Nine of Chalices. What's going to be happening next? Everybody wants to know that, right? Let's see what the cards have to say. They're very pretty. After the task of examining one's goals and desires in the Seven of Chalices, and then walking away from the sense of dissatisfaction and stagnation of the Eight, joy returns to the seeker. The journey up that hill has brought him to celebrate his successes and his achievements, recognizing that letting go has helped him realize his dreams. One of the most fun-loving and satisfying keys of the tarot, the Nine of Chalices, celebrates emotional abundance. That is exactly what that looks like. All the light pouring into the cups. I mean, I just talked about the light coming in on the planet. Oh my gosh. And he obviously sees all the abundance coming to him. An Egyptian temple guard sits surrounded by his full chalices, loving his world and his emotions, his sensate pleasures. The light shines down upon him, and his chalice goblets are there to be enjoyed, like fine wine for the soul. This is a great key of satisfaction, happiness, and fulfillment. That is what we are working towards, people. We are working towards that. Keep that in your focus. Keep that in your heart. Keep that in your mind. We are manifesting the best possible world scenario. That is what we are working towards, people. Please, please, please keep your focus and your vibration high, okay? Oh my God, I just have chills. My heart is like thumping, like overflowing. Okay. All right, here we go. Now the next one is the Sage of Orbs. Ooh, ah. This is your mirror. How do we see ourselves in this reality? Oh boy. Okay, so Sage of Orbs. Sage is like the queen. Yeah. The sage is the ultimate female authority. However subtly or powerfully she demonstrates her deep understanding of the suit she represents. Some think of her as the great mother or matriarchal leader. Surely she has journeyed far on her path and has accomplished great inner experience, knowing spirit. Oh, she knows what card we're reading. Thank you, Celestine. Hi, baby. Look at that tail. Oh my gosh. She's so gorgeous. Anyway. She's like, yes, Mama. This is the matriarchal leader. Okay. She has an impressive ability to guide others, healing, teaching, and serving as a guide. Sapphire's in for the knowledge too. Hi, Sapphire, baby. Say hi to all your fans. Just kidding. Okay. The sage is the female counterpart to the master, the yin aspect of his yang. She is a queen, a priestess, a medicine woman, and earth mother. She offers all the archetypal figures of those role models of the feminine power, appearing at a time when we are moving into the great cycle of yin vibration as an expression of Gaia's rebirthing into her higher reflection. Next, we have the Ace of Crystals reversed, which only means it's muted. It's just not as full-on power in this reading. It is talking about your reflection. How do others see us? How do others see you? The Ace of Crystals. They really love helping me. Hi, baby. You helping Mama? Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, so this is how others see us. Ace of Crystals. Nestled in a rocky cliff, a magnificent quartz generator crystal stands tall on the horizon, beaming its stored light as a reflection from one of its faces. What an incredible find! Here is a flower of the earth, not hidden in the deep soils and mines below, but visibly brilliant, there for the taking. So are the gifts of the earth, abundant and available. The first of the suit of crystals, this key is the promise of new opportunities in career, financial matters, and other aspects that speak of security and stability to the querent. It is straightforward. Something new is in the works that promises to yield material gain for the seeker. To the starseed, the crystal is a tool of self-exploration to heal self and others, and to generate energies for the personal environment. Celestine! You do not belong on the desk. Get your butt down. Hey! Thank you. You can sit on the chair. It is a gift. I said, Celestine, no. Yeah, you just sit right there. Okay. It is a gift of untold measure, recognized for what it can bring energetically to those who are ready to work with it. That's how others see us, able to help humanity. And something new is brewing. And I know we can all feel that. That's why we need to continue to hold the highest vibration possible. All right, it's not quite here, but it is in the works. The Ten of Flames is next, also muted. Ten of Flames is in the position of the desire. What do you wish to manifest and make whole from this situation? Ten of Flames. Sorry. Finding the flames again. Oh yeah, they're towards the back. Ten of Flames. Come on. Oh, whoa, that was right there. Ha! Okay. For all the reward there is in standing for spiritual truth and the conviction that comes with that clarity of intent and purpose, it can be a great burden to carry the flame for the world. As we climb the spiral of awakening, we do feel the weighty burden of how much there is still to do in our work of shining the light into darkness. It can be exhausting and sometimes demoralizing, as it would appear from the energy of this key. No doubt the seeker has learned so much about the creative process and the spiritual journey moving through the stages of the suit, but all of that processing can take its toll. It may very well be that we have taken too much on our shoulders, and it is time to release the burden and pass the torch to another. For now, the time has come to take a break from the climb up the stairway of light, unload the weight of all that has been learned, and recharge one's energy field for the next flight of stairs. Wow. Huh. Wow. Well, that says a little bit about the migraine for the collective right now. Wow. Okay. Sorry. All right, anyway. I gotta quit apologizing, right? Okay. So the next one is beautiful. Major Arcana, Divine Justice. Divine Justice is talking about 4, 5, 6, 7, yes, the prophecy. What do the stars hold as the outcome to this query? What do the stars hold as the outcome? It's beautiful. I don't want to show you the new cards coming up. Oh my. Divine Justice. Right after the wheel. Here we are. In all her glory. From the incredible Eye of God, the Helix Nebula in the Aquarius constellation. Oh, you guys, this is just beautiful. Okay. A blindfolded goddess holding the scales of justice emerges from the starry canopy of the deep space. Draped in white, she is the quintessential symbol of purity, impartiality, and balance. All that to which we aspire when we speak of justice in our courts and legal channels, but which so very often is sadly lacking within these systems. This key speaks of a higher authority, a divine justice. That starseed embraces the absolute law of universal righteousness, in which karma holds the balance of all things in perfect order. Through the eye of God, divine justice holds up the scales of all the forces at work in creation, where the laws of cause and effect hold the cosmos in perpetual balance. Although it is interpreted at times to mean the resolution of a legal matter or a court-mandated judgment, this key delves far more deeply into the question of what is just. It defines the ultimate authority as the karmic unfolding of the universal forces of all creation. Words associated. Oh man, guys. Divine justice. I really, 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 really hope we are looking down the throat of a divine justice. And for all those that have perpetrated evil on humanity for all these years, they get exactly what is coming to them. And that we are able to help heal all the victims living or gone. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's a big one. All right, next we have the Adept of Orbs. Oh, we already talked about what the orbs are. The emotional suit. Oh, maybe we didn't. Anyway, it represents the emotional suit. And it is in Sirius A, the higher purpose. What is the highest good to be served from this exploration of energies in the world right now? Because obviously we're talking about the whole world. The adept is well along the path of self-discovery, having learned much about his sphere of influence but still lacking maturity. He can be mesmerized by his wisdom, a sign of the unresolved ego, just as he can be reflective about the deeper meaning of his field of experience. And let me tell you what she says about orbs. The orbs, real quick. This is the Adept of Orbs. Here we are, orbs. Hello. Yep, it corresponds to the element of air, transmuting the suit of swords from its traditional representation. The process of thought and its communication is perceived by starseeds as orbs, floating and light at times, weighty and oppressive at others. The suit of orbs reflects thought and the mental body. It embodies the experience of communicating those thoughts to others and recognizing the challenges the mind creates. Within each orb is held an aspect or perception that is the product of one's own thought processes. These can be clear and illuminating, serving to resolve and overcome the problems the mind creates, as the clear side of the sword in the traditional deck. Just as they can be clouded and self-defeating, even destructive, as the darker reflection of the blade. Beautiful. All right, now the next card is muted. The Four of Chalices is in the 6th dimension. How are light beings from higher realms assisting in the awakening process for all? Beautiful. Let's see. If I can get to the right page. Here we go. This is muted, so just not as strong as it would be full on. In contrast to the former key, where merriment and celebration are in full bloom, the Four of Chalices reminds us of those times when even in a full room we can feel immense loneliness and isolation. Many starseed incarnated on Earth now experience this longing to return to their star family, feeling displaced and foreign in a world in which they feel they have never quite belonged. The young woman in the key sits at the very edge of the ocean, dangerously close, in fact, as if the waves, her emotions, are about to consume her. 3 chalices sit precipitously on the rocks nearby. It is as if she doesn't even notice the gift they bring. In the waves, a dolphin spirit being presents her with the 4th chalice, and yet she still remains blind to them as she gazes up at her star, longing to go home. It's kind of hard to see when it's upside down, sorry. The key is a great teacher for star seeds incarnated on Earth at this time. It speaks to us of how each moment of life is precious and that we become aware of our gifts when we stay focused in the moment on the wonders of all that we are given. There is a reason we came here now. Let's pay attention to what great gifts this realm provides us. All right, and the very last card is so beautiful, and I don't believe I have ever seen her before. And she is the Sage of Flames in the 4th dimension. What karmic patterns must be cleared to bring this present dynamic into a higher vibration? The Sage of Flames. So it's the Queen, the divine feminine of flames. So we had two divine feminine, highest divine feminines in this reading. The Sages of Flames and the Sage of Orbs. So emotions and fiery intent are extremely important to bring forth the highest vibration in this shift that we are going through. We haven't seen this shift on this planet before. We have never made it to this point before the 2012 marker. So we are very lucky to be here and to be a part of this shift. So please keep your heart aligned, your mind clear and focused on love and the highest vibration possible. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Much love to all of you, and white light. Namaste.